And welcome back to Breakin Khainz personal growth class. And I am your instructor, Dominique McGee. Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It is so good to see each and every one of you. Thank you to everyone that turned in their worksheets and that has been diligently working within their workbooks, working on themselves and their healing journeys. Hey, sometimes we need a break. Sometimes it may be too much. This is not a rushed thing. This is about you in your own time, at your own pace. I am here to walk alongside of you. So don't feel frustrated. Don't feel discouraged. But let's get into this week's conversation. So, okay, we're gonna step back. Okay. We talked about awareness, we talked about identifying, and we kind of left off on, all right, Miss McGee, I'm done. I can't stay here anymore. I have to move forward. I have to get out. I just need that change. And I'm like, it's scary because it's not just a one and done. That's the beginning of the healing process, is getting out, seeking a safe space. Now, I don't know what everyone's personal situation or circumstance look like or what it could possibly look like now. But I do want to touch on if your safe space is a space that is high risk, it's very dangerous, and you don't feel safe just packing up and leaving. And you might feel like you might have to do some fighting. And this is the time where you get the authorities involved. You get the authorities involved to either remove them or to remove you. You get in contact with someone you trust. If you have someone in your corner that you trust, that you can stay with for a time while you figure things out. If you don't, if you can connect with resources or services that will get you in a safe house or that may get you into a safe shelter, temporary living, that will help you along your journey to become self-sustainable, to become more self-sufficient. And it's like stepping out into this new big thing, and now you have to depend on your own, and you're looking at your life, and you may or may not have skills. You may or may not be able to make this transition by yourself. And no one, whether you do or you don't, should have to do it alone. So what could it look like? If you do have a strong support system and your friends or family that you can go and stay with for a period of time, alert them. Let them know what is going on. Let them know that you don't feel safe and that you do need a safe space. And you will be there for however the duration of time period that you will be there. Make sure you're honest. No one likes to bring trouble to anyone else's house. No one likes to get involved in others' personal issues when they feel like it will be no benefit, that it will only cause problems for them, or you would only go back. So make sure you have absolutely reached a point where you have to go. And I know there's tired. And I know there's tired of being sick and tired. And then there's absolutely tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it is like, look, I have to get out of here. I'm not going to die here. This is not my portion. I'm not supposed to be here. I have to get out of this. This is not what I signed up for. I'm worth more than this. I am better than this. There is no staying for the children. There is no staying. There's no reason that being abused, taken advantage of, and taken for granted is worth staying in for at all. Mistreated and undervalued, no. Because you are worthy. You are worthy. I really want you to understand that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of all of the good things. You are worthy of being treated with the utmost respect and care and compassion. What you have to say and what you think matters. Your goals and your dreams, they matter. You are worthy. So when we think about ourselves and, stepping out and getting out, that safe space is definitely extremely important. Now, if you do have to go into a shelter space, I know it's not ideal. I know it's gut-wrenching. I know it's upsetting because you're extremely uncomfortable. You're told when you can come in, when you can come out. You're being scrutinized. You're being watched. Most of us feel like we're being judged. If you've ever been in that situation, you're feeling like you're being judged and you're misunderstood and possibly even misrepresented at this situation, at this time in your life when you need as much support as possible. It's about getting connected. Even if you don't get connected to Breakin Khainz, trust me, I am familiar with many organizations in many different states that can connect you with resources and support. A lot of people are like, I tried this, I tried that, and I'm not going to push. I'm not going to force it. I'm here if you want me to help you. I'm here if you need me, but I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to push. I have to walk alongside of you while you do the work because I know that it's not easy, but it's worth it. So once you get into a safe space, now we're in a place where we can, just take a minute to breathe. Take a minute to breathe because we're about to hit reset on our life. And now we have to do an account for what serves us and what does not serve us, what we will take on with us and what we will leave behind us. We need to access what we need to learn and develop. If we need to get into support groups, if we actually need to get into therapy. Some people may not feel like they need therapy. They might feel like counseling is fine. They might feel like just being in support groups is fine. That is okay. I'm not forcing anything on anyone. But I do want you to take an account for these things. Be honest with yourself. Put yourself in a better mindset by thinking about your goals, your dreams, who you are, and going for these things, working at these things, working at rebuilding these things, working on your emotional health, your emotional development, working on self-care, personal growth, and then getting into your professional development, the means of taking care of yourself, the means of securely taking care of yourself. Now, this is your responsibility, whether you have a strong support system or not. And I will get deeper into that when I talk about my journey here to you guys. And I had this support system, but it wasn't what you think. It didn't look like what you think. I definitely had to go down and to come up, and I had to do the work. I had to stay down. I had to do the work day in and day out on myself, with my family, at my worst. I had to keep the momentum going to reach better. And I'm still going. I'm still working at it. I'm still pushing. Trust me, it's not over for me either. And I'm happy to be here, to be a voice, to be an example, to be someone to encourage you and to assist you and even uplift you along your journey. So as we get into this, as we're finding our safe space and we're looking at our stability, are we able to take care of ourselves? Are we able to go and put ourselves in our own place? Do we have an employment? Are we able to provide for ourselves? Is it the right time to go out in our own space? Do we feel safe enough? Can we discuss an agreement to stay with someone that we are staying with, or are we still in a sheltered situation? Let's evaluate where we are, and then we will go forward in how to become more self-sustainable and more stable. All while every day, we're going to put ourselves first. We're going to work on self-care. We're going to look forward. Okay? Anytime we reach back, it's going to be to test. Hey guys. are back. We are back. A storm came out of nowhere. The power is flickering a little bit. But you know, I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay, so where was I before that little break there? Okay, I was talking about when you get out and you start to assess your personal situation. I want to say that it's super important that you emphasize working on your emotional health, on your mental health, on your physical health, on rebuilding yourself, on your spiritual health, finding yourself, rediscovering who you were before you entered into that situation, and rebuilding your life. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. I know it's uncomfortable. But you are worthy of this. And you can do this. And you're not alone. You're not alone. I want to say that the healing process is every day. Every day, choosing you. Choosing to love you. Choosing to believe in the fact that you deserve better, that you are worth more. Choosing to value yourself. If you have children, choosing to love and to put them in a better position in life. And it doesn't come easy because a lot of us end up in these circumstances and situations because of that. But because of trying to survive or trying to provide for our children or even falling in love. Or possibly accepting an opportunity out of desperation that wasn't what it was said to be. Thus, these heinous injustices, these circumstances, these situations look different for all of us. That's why it's important for us to come together and to support each other. That's why it's important for me to be here and to show up for each and every one of you. To show you my strength, to show you, to be transparent, even in my weak moments. To show you that it is possible. Yes, I am a victim. Well, I come from being a victim of many things. But I am not just an overcomer, but I'm a thriver. See, there are so many stages I had to sit back and think of. And that's being a victim. And being a survivor, and being an overcomer, and then being a thriver. Because I know that I and you are not what happened to us. I know that we are better than what happened to us, and that we are worthy of all of the good things in life that our life has to offer, each and every one of us. I'm thankful for this opportunity to speak with you all. I'm thankful for this opportunity to walk alongside of all of you. Uh-oh. Okay, God. Okay, God. Y'all see me there? Y'all see me there? I'm looking crazy. All right, then. All right, let's get to it. But what I really, really want to say is, as you're in your healing journey and you're going over where you are in life, and you look at everything that you have been through, and you're going through your pain. Because this is some of the painful moments of our life, because we have to pick up all of our shattered pieces and rebuild ourselves. And it's like, why do I have to do this? And we begin to internalize so many things and break ourselves and blame ourselves. But you are not to blame here. There are some wicked people. There are some corrupt people. There are some morally bankrupt people in this world. Not to mention the narcissists. I can go on and on and on. But you are a great person that was manipulated, that was coerced, that was taken advantage of, that was used. With all the good that you meant, with all the love and all the care that you offered, even if it was in a circumstance of desperation, you needed help. and you were taken advantage of, that is not your fault. So now we look at what are we going to do from here? How do I pick up the pieces? One day at a time, one step at a time, one moment at a time. Believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, connecting yourself to a strong support system. Again, it doesn't have to be Breakin Khainz. I am connected to different organizations and service providers that may be in your area, that may be a better fit for you. Just get connected so that you can grow, that you can thrive. So when we're looking at coming out and assessing ourselves and getting ourselves in a safe space and rebuilding our lives, we're going to start taking life one day at a time. Getting back to us, getting back to doing things that we haven't done or that we dreamed of doing. Reclaiming the power that was taken from us. Not living in fear or doubt or hatred to ourselves. Rebuilding our self-esteem, our confidence. Taking joy in who we are. And if you choose to become a leader, if you choose to use your voice and stand alongside of other survivors and be a beacon of hope, after you work on yourself and you get in a better position, you begin to work on becoming a leader. Not just a leader in your personal life, not just a leader in your families, but a leader in your community. A voice reaching back for others. Where I once stood, or someone else once stood for you. Or maybe it's no one. And you want to be the one to stand in the gap for others. It starts with you taking the path, walking your healing journey, one day at a time, one step at a time. And knowing that you're going to run up against rough moments and hard days. It's not always going to be flowers and rainbows. You're not always going to want to push forward. Sometimes it's going to seem easier to go back. Sometimes you're going to you're going to feel misunderstood. You're going to feel alone in a room full of people. But this is a part of growth. This is a part where you take hold of that power and that decision to say, no, I got this. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to stay strong. And I'm going to keep going. This is the time where you connect with that support system and you get the encouragement and uplifted the way you need to. It's so hurtful to see so many of us hurt for so long. And to see for the cycle to continue on through generation to generation. And to see it go into harsher and harsher things. I am here to help you. So as we work on ourselves, as we go through our personal growth, as we assess our situation and our circumstances, as we look at where we are, do we have a safe space? Do we have a support system? Are we connected to resources? Are we ready? Where are we at when rebuilding our lives? Where are we at in our rebuilding journey? When we look at all of these things, are we rebuilding ourselves emotionally? Are we working on our mental health? Are we rebuilding our confidence and our self-esteem? Are we picking up new crafts and talents? Are we trying new things? That is what we're going to start at now. So as we get into our workbooks, so I'm excited about this. I'm really excited because I want you to know that you can do it. That you are worthy.